Last week I finished Week Hero Class 1 and as I always do, I went to Instagram to find some reels. Because I had to show the world how much I adored Suho, how brilliant Park Ji-hoon's acting is, and how much I loved Suho and Seon's bond. While searching for some good edits, I discovered that there is a whole community who had huge sympathy for Bombsuk. There were even comments like, Bombsuk is low-key real cause that's how I act when I don't get followed back. Broken red heart.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So in this video, I will explain why these people are potential psychopaths. But do remember this video is only for fun, nothing serious. Life is too short to argue over a K-drama character. Bombsuk entered the storyline when Hyunbin hired him to install a bad chip on Seon's neck. Bombsuk was basically blackmailed. Hyunbin somehow had information about his past. How he was badly bullied in his previous school. Hyunbin threatened to expose this, so Bombsuk gave in. He successfully installed the chip, and as a result, Seon's exam did not go well. And we all know what happened next. Seon beat the shit out of Hyunbin. Well, that scene was so iconic. Even though Seon found out Bombsuk was the one who installed the chip, he did not punish him. You know why? Because he is sensible. He had a gut feelings that Bombsuk was not that type of guy. But let's be honest, is it ethical to destroy someone's exam, especially someone who has worked hard for it, someone who has done nothing wrong to you, just to keep your past from being exposed? There will be mixed responses, and I understand that. Many of us might choose to install the chip. It's not entirely wrong, and many of us would try another way to stop our past from being exposed. There are different consequences in both cases. Comment down what you do. Later, Bombsuk explained everything to Seon. He helped both Seon and Suho multiple times, and eventually the three became very good friends. Let's skip the good part. Things began to get intense when Yoongi joined the trio. Bombsuk constantly felt left out. Just like us, when we're curious about someone, we stalk them. Bombsuk did exactly the same. He stalked Suho's Instagram profile and found out there were multiple photos where Suho tagged Yoongi. On the other hand, Suho had not even followed him back. People on social media are making jokes about it, like they say Bombsuk sent Suho to coma for not following him back. Actually, this is being used as a metaphor in modern days. You often see couples unfollowing each other after a breakup. So, that was just a metaphor. Here, I would like to share different possibilities. Suho is that type of guy who does not take social media seriously. He had a job, he had to attend school every day, and most of the time he takes naps. He probably didn't even remember whether he had followed Bombsuk back. And Yoongi is that type of clingy girl who could snatch Suho's phone and post those pictures tagging her account. Well, these are all fun possibilities, but clearly Bombsuk had very bad anxiety and an inferiority complex. This is totally understandable. His father adopted him for a publicity stunt and treated him terribly. His father was even violent towards him. I felt really bad. So when Bombsuk lashed out at Hyungi when she unknowingly answered his call, when he got aggressive with his classmates, when he pushed Suho. All these were understandable. I don't blame him. So he suddenly stopped going to school, and like all good friends too, Suho and Seon went to his home to check on him. Suho even made Bombsuk's police apologize to him. At a point when things got worse, Suho stopped Bombsuk from beating those guys. He did it for Bombsuk's own good. Still, Bombsuk was so harsh to him, saying Suho never thought him as a friend and mocking him about his financial condition. Guys, seriously, he literally beat up the guys who bullied you. Well, the very next day, Bombsuk started hanging out with Yeonbin and their friend circle. This is very diabolical, like hanging out with your ex-friend group's enemies. Seon again reached out to him, but things did not go well. One thing is clear, Seon constantly trying to mend things is truly appreciated. But guess what? Bombsuk caused Suho an accident. Suho could have died in that accident, but somehow only ended up with minor injuries. Any normal person would have backed off, but Bombsuk did not. He hired a fighter to beat up Suho. The fighter accidentally beat up Seon instead. Seon was severely injured and still calmly he asked Bombsuk to leave Suho alone. Even a person with anxiety or trauma would have backed off by now. But guess what? Bombsuk again hired the fighter to beat Suho. And this time, he was pretty successful. He got Suho at his feet and tortured him until Suho lost consciousness. Yeah, that's not what a normal person does. That's not what a person with trauma does. There are people with bad trauma, they don't attempt to kill someone just because they feel used or left out. Even people who faced bullying in their early life usually become wiser as they grow. So why did Bombsuk do that? Because he had developed an evil mentality, he became a psychopath. So to the real people commenting on Instagram, your Bombsuk does not need sympathy or empathy. He needs treatment. Yes, many bad things happened to him, but he caused even more harm to others, to people who actually cared for him. Think about So's grandma. Think about Seon. They also went through grief, but still Seon could not raise his hand on Bombsuk. Probably that's how we act. We can't harm someone once we truly loved them. Bombsuk was an attention seeker who needed to feel superior. Suho triggered the inferiority complex within him. To all those people who have huge empathy for Bombsuk, do remember, you need therapy too. Any normal person, even one with past trauma, would not attempt to physically harm someone just because they felt left out. Bombsuk got multiple chances to make things right. Still, he messed it up. One last thing I want to say to Hong Kayong who played Bombsuk. What a versatile actor you are.